Hey, Liverpool. Charlie, this Liverpool team is very terrible. They are very, very terrible. Very, very terrible. Hey, because in the first half, City were the one doing all the necessary. They were piling the pressure on Liverpool. And Liverpool really, really did well not to concede the first half. You came in the second half. And we started doing the right thing. And I don't know. This City team hasn't been good in the last 4 games in there. Most of their second half have been very, very shaky. If you can notice it, it has been very, very shaky. So you can remember in the game against Manchester United. Manchester United, even though they scored some goals in the first half, but it was ruled offside. Manchester United got all their goals in the second half. In the game against Tottenham, too, the same thing. Manchester City scored first 2 goals in the first half, and then considered in the second half against Tottenham, and they drew the game. In the EPL Cup against Newcastle, the same thing. They really played well in the first half, but in the second half, Newcastle came in the game, and Newcastle missed a lot of chances in the second half. And in the game against Liverpool, it has been the same. This City team have shown that in most of their second half have been very, very shaky. So what do you have to do? You came in and you were doing the right thing in the second half, and then you got the goal that can push you into those, like, to give you some confidence to go on and win the game. In the 74th minute, it was pure individual players from Dominic Szoboszlai. So what do you have to do? Just keep on piling the pressure on Manchester City and get a second goal and then put the game into bed. But what did you do? We went to defend. Charlie, yo, we are back again, and the weekend games are almost over. As we are speaking now, Atletico Madrid is playing now. They are down by 1 goal against Real Betis in the Laliga, and they are also in the second half. And Real Madrid will be playing later in the evening, I think 8 p.m. or something. So I don't know. The weekends most of the games have been over. Manchester City won their game, Chelsea won their game, United they also won their game. So it's five weeks on the row, and then Arsenal also won their game. Barcelona, most of the big teams are won their game over the weekend, and we are come to review the games that happened, that just gone by over the weekend. So we need to get into it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Sports Gazette. As you can see, the name is here, Sports Gazette. And don't forget to subscribe, share, follow us on all social media platforms. Anywhere you go, the name is Sports Gazette. Anywhere you go, the name is Sports Gazette. Then follow us. My name is Nana here, Sports Gazette here. We are come to review the games that happened over the weekend, and we have to start with the early kickoff that happened yesterday in England, because Manchester City are on Manchester United are on some good form. Charlie, they've been so very, very good for the past, let me say, 1 month, for the past 3 weeks or something. They've been very, very good, very, very. After they sacked Amorim, and then this thing came in, Michael Carrick came in as interim boss. He has done a very, very good job, and the games that he has won, they are not just like any game. There are some big games that happen over there. Some big games that he won. And yesterday, a small game, so it was just manager bounce or something. They started with Manchester City. They scored Manchester City 2-0. They did it against Arsenal. They scored Arsenal 3-2 at the Emirates. They scored Fulham. Fulham has been a very tricky game for them most times, and they did the same thing against Tottenham. They've been there, like, anytime that they meet Tottenham beat them. So in the last eight matches that they played together, Tottenham have beaten Manchester United everywhere. They've beaten them everywhere. Anywhere that they meet Tottenham, either Manchester United best result will be a draw. But in this game, United did the right thing, and they won the game. I think in the first 30 minutes of the game, Tottenham did really well. They played really well. They were like, they should have gotten some good chances and win the game back. They did it, and I think the red card to their captain Christian, that was very stupid on the part of Romero. That was very stupid. That red card that he was very stupid. But it caused them. After the red card, you can see that they start, because this Tottenham team have been very, very weak, and they are having a lot of injuries. So it was very, very difficult. And after their captain, who has been one of their most best players and consistent players for them for the recent years, got the red card, and I just found out the game would be very, very tough for them. And United went on to win the game, and Mbeumo scored and Bruno also scored. But United dominated them. When they check their stats, United plays 65% possession, and then Tottenham 35. But one thing that we need to applaud this United team for is, for the past season, Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, Tottenham, even Arsenal, Liverpool, and then Chelsea. These are the games that United sometimes. Arsenal were on some run against Manchester United. Like Omar Boman speed, Manchester United to be shown, even at the Emirates. It's been like 5 years that they not one day. What did they do? They came at the Emirates. They came to the Emirates, and then they beat Arsenal. They did the same thing against Brighton. Brighton have beaten them. Brighton they did the same thing against Chelsea, Liverpool, and then Omar did the same thing against Tottenham. So they are on some good run. 4 games. Hopefully they will win their next game so that the Manchester United fan will cut his hair off, because we're trying to match it. So they need to win their next game. It's against West Ham, so I'm sure they will win. Very good win for them, and they are fighting for the top 4. United are really fighting for the top 4. As we speak now, I think they are in the 4th position, and the team ahead of them is Aston Villa, who are leading them by 3 points, and then the rest goes on. Okay, so I think they can make the top 4 if only they keep on playing like this. And Michael Carey have done some very good job, but we shouldn't be over the moon and say, oh, it's whatever. So good after Manchester United that they won their game. So let's go into the next game. And the next game is, let me see, I think the next game was Arsenal. Arsenal also won their game. That was a very tough game. Very tough game. That was very tough. Very tough game. Some of the people were predicting that Arsenal would draw that game or lose. But Arsenal really they shut all their critics. They shut them down and then went on to win their game. Victor Gyökeres back to his normal self, and then hitting a brace in that game. He came in from the bench, and then he scored a brace. And then Martin Zubimendi, this guy. When he was coming in, people were like, can this guy do it at England? Because this England English league has been very physical. The EPL is very physical. So people were doubting whether he can come in and do a good job for Arsenal, replace Thomas Partey. And he has done it like immensely. No one is even missing Thomas Partey. No one. No, as me, to me, I don't miss Thomas Partey, to be honest. I don't miss him. Because Zubimendi has occupied that position, and he has done a very good job. Very good job. We need to augment him for that. He has done a very good job. And I think he has scored 6 goals ever since he made the move to Arsenal. 6 goals and 3 assists. And in the 6 goals, 3 of them have come in when Arsenal were either drawing the game, like 0-0 or something. So you can tell that he's a very big game player. He come on and then he score bam. So I think he has done a very good job. He has replaced Thomas Partey very well, and he has done a very good job. Pairing with Declan Rice, your first time in England, playing in England, and when he's playing, you feel like, oh, like as we bought the EPL for 4 or 5 seasons. No, this is his first season in England, and he's doing it superbly, very superb. And then Arsenal also won their game, so that Chelsea also won their game against Wolves. That wasn't a surprise. Kupama hitting a hat-trick, 2 penalties, and then 1 OP play goal. Not bad. I think he needs to come to his normal self. When he's on form, I think this Chelsea team perform better. When Kupama is on form, they perform better. So he needs to come to form for Chelsea so that they can also fight for their top 4 ambitions. And then the Liverpool game in the first half, City, I don't know, but this City team have shown that in their last 4 games, if you've noticed it, their second half performance hasn't been good at all. You can notice it in the game against Tottenham. You score 2 goals in the first and second half, then Tottenham equalized, then you play a draw. The game against Newcastle in the EFL, it was because City were in the lead already. Like, they would have bottled it because Newcastle were getting some good chances that they were missing it. If they were to be putting that, they've got some good chances against Manchester City in the second half. The game against Liverpool to be the same thing. And see, honestly, this Liverpool team is very terrible. To be honest, someone will say maybe because I'm an Arsenal fan and Liverpool, how the game went, so I'm a little bit pain or something. No, this Liverpool team is very abysmal, very terrible. In the first time, we weren't in the game. So what will you do? You try your best not to concede, and they did that very superbly. I must recommend them for that, because in the first half, City were doing all the necessary things. But it's just that they didn't have the cutting edge to get the chance, and then even scored the goal to open up the game. So Liverpool did well and defended in the first half. In the second half, you came in and then I don't know, City started fading out or something. They were afraid or something. They were afraid to lose the game or what. And then Liverpool were in the rhythm. We were piling pressure on Liverpool. And then in the 74th minute, you get your goal. That was some good goal from Domeshogo's, like pure individual brilliance. So what do you have to do? You put the pressure in, you got your goal. Go on and get the second goal and put the game into bed. That should be game over for you. But you didn't do that. You just drew all your players back to defend. How? Me, I know that like teams are more vulnerable after scoring. Like when they score, they will be in the mood like Omania Jintro. They will forget that we need to protect this game that we are in. But they won't do that because they are very happy. So you can at least go on and score against them. You didn't do that. You were defending rather. Meanwhile, when you were taking the game to Manchester City were family. Even though they were defending a lot more better, they were still, you can see some loopholes in their team. So why will you defend against them after scoring? Even like when you went on to do the same thing that you were doing in the second half, you would have scored them like 2 or 3 goals to put the game into it. But you didn't do that, and you started defending, and then City got their goal. They got their equalizer, and then the game open up. What do you have to do? You need to, and look at shame. After City got the equalizer, Liverpool started doing what they were doing in the first half. That got them their goal. And I was like, so you know this is what you have to do, and you didn't do it when you score your goal. How? Sometimes some coaches do there some way. Oh no, it's very bad. And it's very bad. This City team, even though they are not good enough, they have players when they are not in the game, like maybe 1-0, 0-0. They have players who can simply change the game for them and then win the game for them. Players like Haaland. There's no way you are giving Haaland 3 chances and he is not scoring like 1 or 2 from them. He will. So why would you do that? Very bad. And Slot, he didn't manage the game very well. He didn't manage the game well. I think today Liverpool, like their defense really helped them. But today that the likes of Ekitike and then Florian and then Gakpo and all Salah should come into bed. They really, to be honest, me ashame me because Liverpool gave me false hope and I didn't like it. In the 74th minute, this is where I will trust Arsenal. We got Arteta. If you want to defend, forget. Same in the 74th minute. The game is very cagey and I've scored you in the 74th minute. And I want to defend against you. Forget. You won't score. You won't even create chance against them because they are very solid at defending. Meanwhile, this Liverpool team is not good in defending. So why would you do that? And Slot is the one who threw the game to Manchester City. This Manchester City team is not that special. They are not. If it become 1 point between them and Arsenal, I have hope that still Arsenal will win the league. That one there, because this is the team. No, they are not good enough. But Charlie, congrats to Erling Haaland getting his brace, and then the City team, Liverpool should go and come back again because, and it's not, maybe the Liverpool owners are like, let's leave him for this season. After the season, we will take a decision on him, and they will sack him. They will sack him. How he lost the game today was very bad. Very bad on his part. Very bad. But let's go into the La Liga. Because City, I think Barcelona also won their game against Mallorca, which was expected. They scored 3. Lewandowski getting the first goal, and then Lamine Yamal getting the second goal, and then Marc Bernat the third goal. Barcelona have been on some good form. After they lost that game in the La Liga against Real Madrid, they've been on a very, very good form, and they are playing so well. They are playing so well. Lamine Yamal is also back to his normal self now, and he has been on some good scoring form. He's been scoring nowadays for them, and it's very, very good for them. Very, very good. So they are now leading the table by, I think, 4 points. Before Real Madrid will play later this evening, 8 p.m. I think their lineup is even out, so we'll check that one too and see. Barcelona won, and then let's go into Dortmund also won their game against Wolfsburg, Julian Brandt, and then Guirassy also scored in that game, 2-1 against Wolfsburg. And then Bayern also won today. Earlier before we came here, Bayern were leading by 5-0. So let me see whether they've closed. Yeah, I think they've closed. Bayern scored 5-1. Aruke with a brace, and then Luis Diaz with a hat trick. I think Luis Diaz, ever since he went to Bayern, has been on some very good form. He's been doing well, and that their attack, I think Olise, Luis Diaz, and then Hurricane have been some fearful attack duo in Europe this season. They've been very, very hard. Hurricane has scored. Let me see. Okay, so Bayern on top of the league with 54 points, Dortmund with 48 points, and then Hoffenheim 42, Leipzig with 39 points. So that's the top 4, and then Hurricane topping the top scoring charts. Okay, Atletico has just equalized against Real Betis, so that's it. Hurricane with 24 goals and 5 assists. Luis Diaz with 13 goals and 9 assists. David Undav with 11 goals, 4 assists, and then Michael Olise with 10 goals, 16 assists. That's good for Olise, very, very good. And then let me see the EPL, who is topping the table. Okay, so Arsenal is topping the table with 56 points. Manchester City with 50 points. Aston Villa with 47 points. And then United with 44 points. So that's the top 4. You come down, you see Chelsea at 6th position with 43. Liverpool at 39 points on 7th position. Tottenham on 15th position with 29 points. Arsenal lead Manchester City by 6 points. Alright. And then the top scoring chart is Erling Haaland with 21 goals and then 6 assists. And then I got Thiago, the Brentford striker, with 17 goals, 1 assist. Antoine Semenyo with 12 goals, 3 assists. And then Ekitike with 10 goals, 2 assists. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad for him. Let me see the Italian Serie A. Inter was playing before we came here, so okay, Inter also won their game by 5-0. Bisek with the first goal, Thuram, and then Martinez, Akanji, then Luis Enrique with the goals for Inter Milan. So let me see the table. Inter with 58 points, and then AC Milan with 50 points with a game in hand, which I think they will play this evening. Then Napoli with 49 points, Juventus with 45 points. So Inter are leading by, for now, 8 points before AC Milan will play. Inter, they will win the league again. No one. They are not competing with anyone. Let me see the top scoring charts. Martinez with 14 goals, 4 assists. Nico Pass, a player, with 8 goals, 6 assists. Then Kenny with also 8 goals and 4 assists. Hodgland with 8 goals, 2 assists. Okay. I think Como has also doing something good in the league, because let me see their position now. They are on the 6th place, which can qualify them to the Conference League. That would be massive for them. That would be massive for Como, because Como is not your anything that your traditional thing that you know. So it will be massive for them, and I think he's doing a massive job for them. You should continue with that. Okay. Oh, the Atletico Madrid goal has been ruled out for offside. Offside. That's the game I'm watching at the moment. So it's been ruled out for offside. Let me see. Real Madrid lineup is in. So let's check the lineup and then we check it out. Okay. So Courtois imposed Carreras as the left back. Defense of Carreras, Oisin, Asensio, Jimenez. Then Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde. Front three of Garcia, Mbappe, Adagule. Okay, Madrid have some major injuries. Let me see. Bellingham is out, hamstring. Eder Militao was also at hamstring. Fela Mendy, Rodrigo, and then Vinicius. Vinicius is yellow card accumulation, so Rudiger is on the bench. Mastantuono is on the bench. Garcia is on the bench. Diaz is on the bench. Sergio Sancho, I think from the academy. Ceballos is also on the bench, and then Arnold is also on the bench. So I think Madrid will win this game, but they won't have it so easy. They will win, but it will be very difficult for them. So they will win. So that's my weekend review of the game that just happened. Even though Madrid are not done with their game yet, they will be playing later. Atletico are also playing at the moment. It's 79 minutes. They are still down by a goal to nil against Real Betis, a team that scored them 5-0 in the EFL, as in the Copa del Rey. And that's the beauty of the game. A team that scored them like 3 days ago, and today they are leading by a goal in the 79th minute. That's the beauty of the football. But Charlie, that's my preview of the game that happened over the weekend. So I think the major winners of this weekend will be probably Manchester United, because 4 games on a row, and it's not like it was some good games. Winning against Manchester City, Arsenal, Tottenham, and then Fulham. I think United are the best team for the weekend, and we'll see what will happen. There are some games coming up in midweek. We will also shoot about that one too. We will drop the video about that one too very soon, so you don't worry. Let's go this one for now. And once again, my name is Nanaya, Sports Gazette here. So follow us on all social media platforms, and we have the best sports content for you coming up. So just follow up. Let's make history together. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video. Peace.